Hey guys, this is Feliciano96, and I'm bringing you another day of Inktober Podfics. We are on day 25, and I have switched it to Avatar: The Last Airbender. The prompt from Inktober is going to be Inferno. Azula glared into the cracked mirror as the ghost of her mother reflected from the falling glass. She breathed heavily, feeling her perfect nails dig into the palm of her hand. She let out a guttural scream, sliding down and falling into a pit of sobs. She could feel it, the heat burning in her very skin, the pressure building on her shoulders. All her life, she had to be perfect, to be better than Zuko, to be the best. She was her father's favorite, and every snide remark he made to her younger brother proved more and more that being the favorite was a thing to be worked at. When she was younger, her father's love was an easy, steady heat, like the flames that framed his throne room. It was a calming presence, something she could win easily with her training. Her blue flames she was blessed with. Her birth alone was a wondrous thing. She made her father happy. You were born lucky. Your brother was lucky to be born. When she grew more into herself, moments where she was struggling, not that she let anybody see, those moments, it was harder to keep her father's pride. Her tricks, her conquests had to grow. His attention, affection, grew hotter. She could feel it in his gaze, how he wouldn't smile as easily, his expectations burning her on the inside, drying her out, melting her. He was only sharpening her as one tempers a blade. In order to do that successfully, you have to bathe it in the hot flames, melt it a bit. So Azula worked out her awkward tween years alone, lanky arms and stuttering lips in her first blood, away from anyone else who might catch the dull spots on her blade. She only presented the sharpest parts, the cunning mind that brought her father pride. When Zuko was banished, she thought it was the greatest thing ever. But Zuko standing up to their father was never in the plans. Father grew colder, sterner. He turned up the flames. Azula was dangling in the mouth of a volcano as she was sent to be made sharper, to do more. She had to be better. She was the princess, heir to the throne. At this rate, she had to be better than anyone. Her father took his temper out on her when he heard of Zuko's accomplishments outside of their palace. Zuko captured Water Tribe members in his search, traitors, the like, sending them back to his father. Zuko wouldn't come back without the Avatar. And when her father sent her to capture and possibly kill her brother, Azula agreed. As she had collected her pawns, however, she wondered how much hotter the inferno of his praise would get when he didn't have the distraction of Zuko. Azula may have let Zuko live. She may have played into his betrayal of the Avatar even more, shifted the spotlight back on him. She wanted her father's warmth not to melt her skin off. Now she screamed, holding her chest with the weight of her father's orders, the Phoenix King's demands. He disowned Zuko, the traitor, and Azula was left with the scorching attention, the fever pitch of her father's love, and the ghost of the memory of her mother, her drowning sanity. It was time to let the Inferno take her, reform her, and pray that she didn't come out fractured when the blacksmith was done. Thank you guys for listening to that one. I know it was a little bit intense. I just wanted to explain, especially the final season from Azula's perspective. I imagine having to deal with like all this pressure her father's putting on her and she's kind of losing her mind. Like, I picture that would be a very intense situation for her. Let me know how I did in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.